Hey rat bags, it's Jade. Welcome to a video today celebrating 10 million players for Grounded and the news that they look definitely to be releasing the game into 1.0 later this year. So that might not be too much news to you, but it hasn't really been officially confirmed that that was the kind of goal. So we're going to cover that as well as what you guys want from Grounded in the future. Let's go.
Hey everyone, Adam here. I'm super happy to announce that we hit 10 million players of Grounded. 10 million players have joined us in the backyard, which is amazing. The team is so overwhelmed with the amount of support and just how much the community has grown over the last year and a half since we launched, and it means the world to us. Thank you so much for joining us in the backyard.
Thank you.
We're working towards our 1.0 final release of Grounded, which will come out later this year. And if you haven't played the game, we're going to have a Steam-free weekend coming soon. So check it out if you haven't played Grounded yet. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the backyard.
So as Adam says, 10 million players, and they're going to be coming out later on this year. So that is kind of news. We haven't really seen it fully confirmed. They've maybe mentioned once that it could possibly be launching this year into 1.0. But yeah, it might not seem that big a deal. But yeah, I think it's good confirmation that the game's going in obviously the right direction. We know now that there won't be maybe as chunky updates coming in the next few months. So that really does mean that they are getting the final content ready. I figured, oh, maybe it's a case of them just having a bit of a lull before working on stuff, and then they'll hit us in 6 months with some big updates, then go back to some small updates again. But I reckon they're going to be aiming for around September time for a full release of the game. Obviously, that would be just over 2 years since the actual game came out, or maybe they are going to aim for literally 2 years bang on. I think it ended up hitting in July. The beta did at least anyway. So yeah, it could be July that they're aiming for. It's a good date to reach your 2-year anniversary and then come out as a full game. But 10 million players is a big deal. That ranks it up there as some of the most played on Xbox. Games like Halo are on like 20 million, Sea of Thieves 25 million, and I think Forza most recently had like 18 million or something. So for an early access game made by literally only around 12 people at the very beginning, that's a big achievement. Something else interesting as well, while I looked around for old information about their plans, originally they said that during early access there would only be maybe 20% of the story explored. So that's a lot of stuff to come. Now we know the story's been light, and that's something that a lot of people want to see finished off obviously, but that stuff doesn't really normally get finished off until close to the end, or certainly don't get to see like the end game content. Games like Subnautica had the story all the way up through, and then they kind of left the final kind of missions or the final event. But Grounded's obviously doing it a bit different. Like, we haven't seen that much story other than just, we know some little bits from incidental storytelling, like notes, the recorders. So yeah, imagine another 80% of story to come to the game. That will flesh out massively for people that really enjoy that side of the game. What I really love as well though, that it is going to be Story Act 1. Grounded is going to carry on with development once it hits its 1.0 release. So that could potentially be DLC, hopefully more free content drops, I'm pretty sure they will, and just obviously more quality of life stuff and maybe some more improvements. There's just still so much they could do with Grounded, but looking back at over all the updates that we've got already, Grounded has come amazingly far in just a year and a half. A couple of weeks ago I did a vote, and it's a small one on my second channel obviously, asking what you wanted to see in Grounded this year. More bugs and pets, new areas and dungeons, build pieces and crafting, horde and defences, and weapons and tools. And overwhelmingly you guys said you just want to see more new areas and dungeons like we've had with the Into the Wood update. I'm really surprised that things like new build pieces or crafting options is so low. And I guess I am surprised that no one wants horde and defences. This is the thing that I think will give Grounded a lot of replayability. I've been saying it for ages and ages. But no, you guys really are actually just digging, having more bugs and pets. And then after that, you just like the idea of having lots of weapons and tools. So fair play. You guys know collectively what Grounded should be more, I guess, than me. I do think they're going to add all this stuff. I don't think they're necessarily going to only go with a few things. And I'm sure there's stuff I missed maybe. But given that I knew the story is going to be worked on, I was just curious about what you guys wanted to see. In terms of the dungeons, we know we've got the pond that's got water removed from it at the moment, and then we've got that great big massive area next to the shed, and that kind of does complete the footprint of the yard. In that whole area though, you could easily have maybe 3 or 4 biomes. So there's potential for at least 4 or 5. Plus some of the flower beds are still just a little bit empty. So rejigging or redoing some of them, the ones that lead up to the barbecue, I definitely feel it could be really good having loads more stuff to go and explore like that. But yeah, I hope defenses come in. Maybe it's a game mode, maybe it's something you can turn off, turn on. Maybe it'll only be parts of the story, but just something that we can actually build a base that has defenses and stops bugs from attacking you. The ants kind of got turned off. I don't think they really attack as much as they used to. Maybe they just found out that people just weren't interested in it as much. That kind of gameplay keeps games going for me, finding new ways to stop the hordes of bugs attacking your base. Whereas if we just get new areas and dungeons, well, once you've done them a few times, you are going to get a bit bored. And of course the big one, being able to tame and actually ride a whole bunch of creatures. They've never officially confirmed it, they've just said it's a good idea. But that would probably be the next big step that I think so many people would like to see. Maybe not exactly like Ark Survival Evolved, but certainly at least a few bugs that we could maybe utilise. So there we go, a big congratulations to Grounded. It has been one of my favourite games since it launched, hence why I've given a lot of time over to my brand new second channel to Grounded. And that's going to carry on. Like I said, I am doing more new games, more new stuff. I've done a whole bunch of info videos about some new games you should check out while we're waiting for maybe future updates of Grounded. But Grounded is kind of going to be the main game on this channel. I've got lots of stuff planned, lots of brand new showcases and guides. So hopefully you're subscribed already. If not, go and do so. And if you want even more Grounded content and you've never come across me before, then go and check out all my old content on my main survival channel, where I've got a whole bunch of Grounded videos taking a look at stuff over the last year and a half. So until next time, Ratbags, I'll catch you later.